Alright, so I saw some tech articles stating that OnePlus was releasing a watch. So, went ahead and found one, picked it up, had it sent over to my little corner of the US, and thought I'd share the experience of just kind of opening it up and taking a look at it. Opening it up, it's fairly standard OnePlus. I've never opened one of their non-McLaren edition products, so I don't really have any basis for what normal packaging looks like, but looks fairly nice. Paper, watch looks nice, band feels nice. Pulling out our little backing here and taking a look at it. No secret compartments or anything on it, sadly. And then we're going to go ahead and pop the back out of that, and we're going to find our warranty card and our start card, or, let's get started card, I should say, for setting up your device and using it. Setting those to the side, we'll poke at our little tray here at the bottom. The little tab's not easy to get to, but getting it out, we'll find our base station with USB cord. And the USB cord is hardwired, so no having to worry about losing your micro USB or mini USB if you're a very old smartwatch or cheaper smartwatch. Pulling out our cord looks fairly nice. Doesn't retain its shape that well, so it's a very nice little cord. Goes fairly straight fairly quickly. Set it off to the side. I'll plug it in here in a minute. Tucking all the other little fixins from the package off to the side as well. We'll take our attention back to the watch itself. Gotta say, its weight's pretty nice. Feels pretty nice in the hand. Looking at our Let's Get Started guide, it's immediately apparent this is all Chinese, Indie, and simplified Chinese. There is an English section. It's very, very basic. It's not very useful, and it's very, very funny in some of the ways it's worded. It's not very intuitive, though. Scanning through it, it's basically like, get the app, set up the app, and then connect it to the phone. That's pretty much it. So I'm like, all right, I'll try that. But first, of course, just give me a second. Let me get the charger plugged in. Now, got the charger plugged in, so I'm going to snap our watch onto it, see what battery percentage it has, if it's charged at all. As we can see, it's booting up now. It's got our standard little OnePlus logo with its fancy little flash of loading. Upon loading it, we're off to a real great start. It has Chinese as its default language. Also, it's not the screenshots I've seen online, so that's interesting. Selecting English here, let's see if we can have a little peek at it. I'm presented with a QR code. Alright, well, it says to download a health app. That's not a OnePlus health app. Interesting, so I'm gonna go over here and just grab it real quick. Waiting for it to download. And then it doesn't connect. I managed to get it to pair. I played around with Wear OS by Google. I played around with Oppo's app, and I played around with OnePlus's app. Now, sadly, I cannot get the watch to actually connect with any of them, and that is due to the fact that the watch I managed to find to get sent to me is the OnePlus W301CN, not the W301GB. This is a Chinese model, and sadly, I believe it is completely region locked to China. So, after trying all the, normal venues of app here, app this, Play Store this app, etc., I scan the little QR code it presents on it. I get taken to a Chinese download page where it automatically downloads a Chinese APK. I'm like, all right, well, against my better judgment, I install it anyway. And I open it, and I'm presented with the Chinese Oppo Health app, version 3.01, which is interesting because the version on the Play Store is like 2.8 or 2.9, I think I saw in its revision notes. So that's a little interesting too. So I try to set it up, and I'm presented with an issue of I need a Chinese People's of Republic ID and phone number to set up an account to use this watch. So sadly, we will not be taking a look at its features. We will not be taking a look at its OS because I cannot actually get the device to work because I'm not in China. However, I will say from my little bit of time messing with the phone, I do like the silicone band. I have to state it's really hard for me to get on one-handed. I have small hands, and with my small hands, I can't quite grab the band and push it onto the little locking dot there, or the locking post, and then sliding it into the band is a little unusual to me as well. Now, other than that, it feels nice. Its weight is less than my Galaxy Wear S3. It's fairly nice. It's got a very nice smooth bezel to it. It's got a little lip on the edge, so you know where the edge of the actual watch is. The glass feels very nice. The back of the watch feels very nice. And it's not rough. It doesn't have any places where it pinches or grabs the hairs on my wrist. It's very smooth to the touch. Overall, it's really hard to notice you're wearing it. It's not like my Casio Mudman, where you will know from the buttons jabbing you in the edge of the wrist, or from the Galaxy, or the Wear S3, I should say, sorry, where you can feel it slide up and down your wrist, because I have a really inter-between wrist where one size is just too small and one size is too large, so it likes to slide on me. This one has just the right size. It fits comfortably. It fits well. And I really don't have much to say about it because I can't mess with it. The charging station as well is really nice quality. The magnet in it's really strong. I got close to the charging station with the watch, and it basically just picked itself up and sucked it to the bottom. Genuinely kind of surprised me there for a second. Overall, the cord feels nice. It's about 3 feet long, little less than. Overall, it feels nice, and I'm looking forward to when we get a US release of it. But thanks for stopping by and taking a little look at it with me. As we can see here, I'm trying to get it to pair with the Oneplus app, and it's just not going to take, unfortunately. I did try. And it has a little animation for pairing, but unfortunately after about 30 seconds, the pairing animation on the actual watch just times out and goes back to the previous screen, and the app on the phone never really progresses. So unfortunately, I just can't really seem to get it to cooperate, which is highly unfortunate, because I would like to actually play around with its OS and see the features that it has, but oh well, region lock is region locked. So looks nice. I am intrigued about getting the US version when it arrives. Thanks for joining me on this day. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye.